Lewis Hamilton have an impact on Spotted as Ferrari dropped new SF25 livery clue. Ferrari are set to partially grant Lewis Hamilton's dream of a black livery, after the group dropped a big hint in their SF25 shade scheme on social media. Hamilton's and flow to Ferrari, first introduced on February 1, 2024, sparked concerns that the seven-time international champion could push Ferrari to part with their traditional red livery from the F1 2025 season. Black set to function in Ferrari SF25 livery. Hamilton's previous employers, Mercedes, switched from their trademark silver to a black livery ahead of the behind-scheduled 2020 season, in support of his off-song campaigning, interchanging between the two over the route of his last 5 years with the team. The 40-year-old brushed off fears that he might practice strain on Ferrari to embody a black livery for E2025, telling journalists at closing 12 months' Canadian Grand Prix that he won't be pushing for that too early honor at his new group. But Ferrari have closely hinted that black will feature more prominently at the SF25 as compared to its predecessor. Ferrari ultimately confirmed the call of their 2025 chassis on Thursday, posting a brief clip to social media to confirm that SF25 might be the reliable name of the automobile formerly acknowledged most effective as Mission 677. The colors used within the clip, a darker color of crimson with black tints, are thought to be a clear nod in the direction of the livery of the SF25, with respected Italian reporter Giuliano Duchessa acting to verify the alternate. Responding to the put-up on Twitter, Duchessa wrote, "Deciding on most continuity earlier than the revolution. Sit 7-8, 2026. Automobile, the colors are all there we mentioned. In advance this month that Ferrari are making plans of bolder new livery for Hamilton's first season with the crew, with a deeper shade of pink, long predicted to function on the SF25. However, the color scheme is not likely to be as extreme as the only off-burgundy livery utilized by Ferrari to have a good time. The crew's 1-0-0-0th race at the 2020 Tuscan Grand Prix at Mugello. The contemporary tease comes after Ferrari offered another hint at their 2025 livery in advance this week, as Hamilton and new teammate Charles Leclerc have been pictured of their new race overalls, for the first time steady with reviews concerning the auto's livery. The race fits feature a darker shade of red with white trim. Meanwhile, the flashes of yellow seen on closing year's SF24 automobile, in addition to the overalls of Leclerc and Hamilton's predecessor Carlos Sainz, were completely absent. Ferrari have often experimented with a darker shade of crimson over the last too many years, every now and then jogging a steel coloration in 2007-2008, while Hamilton turned into beginning his F1 career with McLaren, an element of the Mugello 2020 livery become retained for the crew's 2021 car, which was enormously darker on the rear of the chassis. Ferrari final ran a deeper shade of purple at the F175 automobile of 2022. Hamilton and Leclerc are predicted to show Ferrari's new livery to the general public at F1's first ever collective season launch event in London on February 18th in the future, earlier than the legitimate launch of the SF25. Toto Wolff, the Mercedes team boss, lately showed that black can be retained for the livery of the new W6 for F1 2025, in a nod to Hamilton's lasting imprint at the crew. Wolff informed Channel 4 is a worldwide phenomenon. For sure, he performed a position in positioning the Mercedes emblem a bit more edgy, a bit extra modern and extravagant. However, than the impact he had at the group in terms of variety. We've a massive part of our populace these days from underrepresented groups, and it's going to make us strong as its distinctive cultures, exclusive perceptions and perspectives. He made us kneel while we needed to do it. He helped us to do the auto black, and it's going to stay black. We are no longer bailing out of there. Lewis Hamilton at center of new Ferrari. Claim with Mercedes ties are now broken. New Ferrari motive force. Lewis Hamilton expressed a choice to enroll in the crew. Numerous instances at some stage in his profession, with Mercedes that is, the declare of Piero Ferrari, the best residing, son of mythical team founder Enzo Ferrari, who has found out how he bonded with Hamilton over their shared admiration for the late Niki Lauda. Hamilton communicated Ferrari dream numerous times at Mercedes. Hamilton is preparing for his first season as a Ferrari driving force, having joined the Italian team from Mercedes on a multi-12-month settlement from the F1 2025 season. The seven-time international champion became given a heat reception as he made his first public appearances as a Ferrari Motive Force final week, with masses of fanatics flocking to Fano to witness Hamilton's first check in crimson. Hamilton later defined his first revel of using a Ferrari as one of the quality emotions of my existence, and in a short speech to his new colleagues revealed that he had been waiting all the time to join the crew. The 40-year antique's choice to sign up for Ferrari came less than 6 months after he signed a new 2-year agreement extension with Mercedes on the eve of the 2023 Italian Grand Prix, with Hamilton activating a spoil clause to pressure his circuit to Maranello a year ago. Reviews earlier this week claimed that Hamilton loved a completely excellent meeting with John Elkann, the Ferrari president, who's believed to have been an instrumental figure within the signing of the British driving force, soon after prevailing his 7th driving forces identify with Mercedes in 2020. And speaking to reputable Italian ebook Autosprint, Mr. Ferrari has revealed that Hamilton frequently communicated his interest to sign up for the crew during his time at Mercedes with the Stars, subsequently aligning final year. He stated, over the years we've got talked and joked right here and there, numerous instances he expressed his desire to race with us. However, he was tied to Mercedes, and we had been tied to our drivers. Then got here the moment, whilst each Lewis, and we saw the opening to begin negotiations. And the signing came. Mr. Ferrari found out that Hamilton first visited the group's Maranello factory in 2014 while inside the technique of purchasing a LaFerrari road automobile, placed to him that Hamilton has been a secret Ferrari consumer for many years. He stated it is real. The first time he came to us when he offered the LaFerrari, it turned into 2014. He spent lots of time inside the factory reading the way to personalize it. Then toward evening he got here to mention goodbye to me, and I requested him if he desired to live and feature dinner with me. He changed into enthusiastic. We pointed out vehicles, but not most effective, and I discovered a absolutely first-class man or woman out of the ordinary. We were on the Cavallino eating place together with his dog. He came back a few greater instances. Specially speak me to the humans in price of the industrial side requested. If Hamilton ever requested a experience to the racing department in the course of his visits to Maranello. Mr. Ferrari laughed. No Lovda, who died in May 2019, is appeared as a key parent in the profession of Hamilton, having persuaded him to enroll in Mercedes at the give-up of 2012 in his capability, because the group's non-gov chairman, the Austrian, remains one of the most celebrated names in F1 history, having lifted of his 3 World Championship ship with Ferrari in 1975 and 1977. Mr. Ferrari found out that he and Hamilton shared their reminiscences of Lair, describing the F1 icon as are invaluable to both the group and their new signing. Requested what they discussed over dinner. He responded, "The little bit of everything Lewis has superb reminiscences of Lair, as do I." We pass over him. Niki became beneficial for each Lewis and Fer, but we pointed out many different subjects. Outside of racing, I just like the reality that Lewis isn't always best enthusiastic about Formula One, but knows what is taking place within the international, after which he has this sensitivity for animals. A document final week claimed that Hamilton's smart attire for his first day at Maranello, which saw him photographed out of doors, the residence used as in workplace by means of Enzo Ferrari, alongside his favorite F40 supercar, became a tribute to the crew founder. Hamilton is stated to were struck by means of the elegant of Enzo Ferraria, the same time as reading books and films associated with the team's history, with the 40-year-old stimulated to wear a suit and overcoat, in a nod to Illinois commendator.